Computing has always been about control. Control over numbers, over data, over complexity.
But quantum computing, that plays a completely different game.
Instead of bits flipping between 0 and 1, quantum machines tap into the strange rules of physics itself. And lately, those machines have started doing things that classical computers simply struggle to keep up with. So the big question is no longer if quantum computing works, it's when it will matter to everyone. A normal computer stores information in bits. Each bit is either 0 or 1. Simple, reliable, predictable.
Quantum computers use qubits instead.
Thanks to quantum mechanics, a qubit can exist in multiple states at once, something called superposition. Combine that with entanglement, where qubits become deeply linked regardless of distance, and suddenly calculations can explore many possibilities simultaneously. This doesn't mean quantum computers replace classical machines. Think of them more like specialists. For certain tasks, especially simulations, optimization, and cryptography, they could eventually outperform even the fastest supercomputers. In 2019, a programmable quantum processor known as Sycamore ran a specific calculation in about 200 seconds.
Researchers estimated a classical supercomputer would need roughly 10,000 years for the same task.
That milestone became known as quantum supremacy. Not because quantum computers suddenly ruled everything, but because they proved a point. Some computations really can favor quantum machines. Interestingly, the task itself wasn't useful in everyday terms. It was designed mainly to demonstrate capability. Still, it signaled a shift from theory toward reality. Fast forward to recent years, and the focus has changed.
We did it! High five!
Researchers now care less about symbolic demonstrations and more about practical value. One recent experiment used a quantum processor with more than 100 qubits to simulate a complex physical system. The calculation ran thousands of times faster than classical approaches while producing verifiable results. That verification part is crucial. Quantum computers are notoriously error-prone, so proving their answers are correct has been one of the biggest hurdles. Another example comes from quantum annealing systems tackling materials simulations. Some results suggest massive speed-ups over classical methods, although debates continue about how decisive those advantages really are. Progress is real, but the finish line keeps moving. If quantum computing were a movie, error correction would be the hidden main character. Qubits are delicate. Heat, vibration, even stray radiation can disrupt them. That fragility makes large-scale quantum machines incredibly difficult to build. Recent processors from major research groups have focused on reducing error rates rather than just adding more qubits. Some new designs show exponentially decreasing logical errors as more qubits are used, a key step towards stable, scalable systems. Without this, quantum computers remain impressive prototypes rather than dependable tools. Sigh, another glitch. Still no reliability in sight. Another frontier is sheer size. New hardware architectures are being designed to support tens of thousands of qubits using advanced wiring and modular chip designs. If successful, these could drastically expand computational capability within the next decade. More qubits plus fewer errors equals something researchers call fault-tolerant quantum computing. That's when quantum machines stop being experimental curiosities and start becoming infrastructure. Some roadmaps suggest that level might arrive toward the late 2020s, though timelines remain uncertain. Quantum computing won't suddenly replace your laptop. Instead, the earliest impacts will likely happen behind the scenes. Drug discovery could accelerate by simulating molecules far more precisely.
Wow, a new battery!
Materials science might uncover new batteries or superconductors faster.
The treasure of science!
Financial modeling, logistics optimization, and climate simulations are also major candidates.
These are areas where classical computing already struggles with exponential complexity. Quantum machines thrive exactly there. Quantum computing attracts bold headlines, sometimes a little too bold. Quantum is here! It will change the world! Huge breakthrough! Mind-blowing! Even after breakthrough demonstrations, practical applications are still limited. Many quantum experiments require extremely controlled environments, often near absolute zero. And classical computers keep improving too. Some tasks once labeled impossible for classical machines later became feasible with better algorithms and hardware. So the honest view sits between extremes, not science fiction, not overnight revolution, more like a slow tectonic shift in computation.
For everyday consumers, the effects may appear gradually. Better medicines, improved materials, more efficient energy systems.
For industries built on heavy computation, the impact could arrive sooner. Certain optimization or simulation problems might flip from nearly impossible to tractable. But a universal quantum computer that outperforms classical machines on most tasks? That remains years, possibly decades away. And yet, progress keeps accelerating. Quantum computing isn't just another faster processor. It represents a new relationship between physics and information. Instead of forcing nature into binary logic, we're learning to compute using the universe's own probabilistic rules.
That shift is profound. It changes how we think about complexity, security, chemistry, even artificial intelligence.
And history suggests that when computation evolves, entire industries follow. Right now, quantum computing sits at an intriguing crossroads. Proofs of concept exist, real advantages are emerging, engineering challenges remain enormous, but momentum is unmistakable. Somewhere in a laboratory chilled to near absolute zero, a cluster of qubits is quietly solving problems that once seemed unreachable. Not magic, not hype, just physics learning how to calculate. And if progress continues, the quantum era won't arrive with fireworks. It'll arrive subtly, computation by computation, until one day we realize the future has already switched on.